So I'm not sure when I'll get into like full detailed coverage of the whole system, the build top to bottom and how it works, but figured now's a good time for like a little bit of a check-in. Yesterday was the first day the system kind of actually got to run since I got the batteries done. I built the batteries over the weekend, I got them all interconnected. And then today is the first day that it's running with like decent sun and all the communication and stuff is working now. This weekend I got the physical connections done, and then last night I got the communication working so I could use the actual state of charge instead of just the voltage. I also started working on some of the techie stuff. There's a little Raspberry Pi, and we got like a little serial interface going down to the batteries, and I've got a touch dashboard for Solar Assistant. So I can monitor using the EG4 app in the wireless dongles, which is actually feeding this data into Solar Assistant. But for battery data, it doesn't really have a lot of good battery data. So now I have the batteries completely wired up, and I can see all 12 batteries and all their information through Solar Assistant. And then later on, Solar Assistant will start sending its data to Home Assistant, which is a lot of assistance, but it just means I have a lot of information. I can track it. I can use it for automations. It's pretty cool stuff. The overall performance of the system is good. I'm at like 80% on the batteries right now. Actually, let's go take a look at it here. This is a good spot to see it. We're at 84%, and it says we're getting about 12% an hour. So I should fully charge these batteries today. And then once the interconnection agreement for the power company is in place, any extra power from there just goes and sells back. But last night, when we lost solar, we were about 75% on the battery, and this morning I woke up at 30%, so I used about half the batteries, and we're already charged up to 80, so that's looking really good. Like a full cycle is looking pretty solid. Even on not so great day with sun, we can probably still maintain without any grid power. And then this is running all by itself. I still have the secondary system not turned on right now, which will give us another up to about 20,000 watt hours of solar a day. So I'm happy with how everything's coming out. The racks came out really great. I'm still working on cleaning up the wiring and just the last final touches. And I also did a thermal inspection on this. Yesterday when I had about 12,000, 13,000 watts of power pushing through, I got my thermal camera out and I checked out the spots. I opened up the Flexboss and I checked out all the connections to make sure nothing's hot. Especially the Andersons. I was really concerned about those because I've never used them before at this high of a capacity. And they don't even get warm. Like whatever temperature it is in this room is the temperature everything in the system is at. There's nothing here generating any heat at all, which is pretty amazing. The hottest thing in the entire setup is my lights, and that's pretty cool. So everything's running nice and cool. I didn't even bother turning on these top fans. We just don't need them. And yeah, we do have this new noise to listen to in the garage now whenever there's more than 6,000 watts of solar. Not too bad though. Whenever I'm out here working, I'll have music on, and I prefer to have it inside where it's going to stay safe instead of outside. So that's it for checking in. When I get a chance to really come back behind and cover everything in detail, I will. Still got a lot of other big high priority projects I'm working on.